I'm the Secretary of the Victorian Trades Hall Council. I was elected 7 years ago as the Secretary of Trades Hall, and before that I was for 20 years or more the industrial officer here, looking after campaigns, protests and marches, you name it, I did it. Directly opposite Trades Hall is the famous 8-hour day monument. It was erected in 1903 but moved there 20 years later in 1923 when a Conservative government near Parliament House didn't like its location on Gordon Place, where it originally was erected. We were more than happy, I think my ancestors, I can safely say, were more than happy for it to come home closer to the Trades Hall than be down at the Parliament end. But they didn't like it there because it reminded them of the influence and growing power of the union movement. The 8-hour day developed the concept of quality of life, so that you weren't getting up out of bed every morning at 5 or 6 in the morning, working 12 hours, coming home and going to sleep to get up in the morning. The 8-hour day established the concept that people had a life of their own, they had friends, they had family, and they were entitled to have enjoy their life rather than just for the sake of working. Before the 8-hour day was actually won, many employers made workers work 10 hours and even 12-hour days. But off the back of the gold rush, when the power, if you like, shifted to the workers because there were so many people on the diggings and not enough people doing the actual erection and building and working in the city, the workers had some power then and demanded that they have some respect and work only 8 hours a day rather than 10 or 12 hours a day. And of course in 1856, it was only 2 years after the Eureka Stockade Rebellion. And so the idea of civil rights and people having rights really took hold, as well as there was a lot of convicts, ex-convicts, who were sent out from England for rebelling against the authorities over there. So there was a militancy in the workforce as well. You combine all that together, we won the 8-hour day in 1856. I think it's important for the younger generation to appreciate that the wages and conditions and the standard of living that we have in Australia compared to a lot of other countries was because we had a strong union movement all the way through the 19th century, the 20th century and now into the 21st century. And if you go over there and look at the statue, look at the monument and get a feel for what it might have been like working 150 years ago for 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and then that achievement of reducing the hours back then you get to appreciate what the union movement's done for so many years. Every year the union movement has celebrations at the 8-hour monument. On the 21st of April every year we commemorate the achievement of the 8-hour day. When we march down the street we always put wreaths and flowers there. We will never forget the achievement of our pioneers in the union movement. In 2006, only 5 years ago, was the 150th anniversary of the achievement of the 8-hour day. We marched from Melbourne University all the way to Parliament House with 1,000 building workers to commemorate the 150th anniversary. And we delivered a petition to the state government asking them to make sure that people only work the 8-hour day and not all the overtime they're still doing in the 21st century.